Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nate Does Pappy. This is my pappy, Mike Jones. I am your host, Nate Gardner. Tonight we're going to do a little something different than my usual rant and rave and act like an asshole. We are going to interview the man behind the camera, my pappy, Mike Jones, and see a little bit about what makes him tick. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Big
Yay!
cheers, big cheers, big cheers. As some of you viewers may know, Mike is a man who's been out of the closet since how long, Mike?
Oh, I guess 88 maybe?
88,
like
very
that.
long time. So were you ever officially in the closet?
Oh yeah, until I was 35.
Wow,
But
until
no,
you were 35.
I didn't come out because it wasn't encouraged when I was a young kid to come out of the closet.
So you've been through the whole generational,
yeah.
when it was a stigmatism to be gay.
I worked
up
at a
until-
job where if I had admitted it, I would have been fired and they wouldn't have apologized. It would have been okay.
Okay. The whole point of me asking these questions, and just trust me, I am actually getting somewhere with all of this, is that I know that in today's America, there's a lot of quote-unquote preaching tolerance and whatnot, but I think there's tolerance is like a famous episode of South Park, you learn to tolerate a crying baby. Acceptance is more something that I think we tend to want to go for in America, but Mike here has kind of been through the whole bad phase and the upcoming good phase, and I think he's got a very interesting perspective on where we might be headed within the next couple years. So let me get your thoughts on a real hot button issue. Westboro Baptist Church, how do groups like that make you feel?
Very sad, actually, just sad that somebody so amazingly ignorant of the Bible and what God says and love and all that could just be so hateful and topsy-turvy. It's just sad.
It's interesting that you say that instead of they make you insanely angry.
It doesn't make me, it probably would make me insanely angry if I met them and they were doing that to my face, but what they're doing is just sad. It's just, and it's immensely ignorant.
That's very interesting. The other thing that I wanted to ask you would be in regards to how you feel about artists like Lady Gaga, who tend to be very outspoken about gay rights, while not being gay themselves, so to say. Do you think that that's a good thing? Do you think that's a very positive step that we're taking in America these days?
Yeah, because she is real outspoken about, she is someone who's like in the forefront of the entertainment world, and on top of it, she's really outspoken about her support of all kinds of people, and I'm for that.
That's good. That's good. Tell me about your first crush when you were younger.
Actually, it was my first crush.
Your first crush.
Okay, my first crush was not a kid my age or anything. It was an adult. It was a guy.
As an adult.
Yeah, it was a guy that lived in the neighborhood. He was the dad of one of my friends, and he was a really handsome guy, and he was real nice, and that was a crush. That was a crush of mine.
Well, tell me more about this. I mean, what made it? What made it your first crush? You know, I mean, what was so special about this person?
He was real handsome and real dark guy. He was real friendly. He was, of course, I wasn't open at 10 or 11 or 12 or whatever, but he was real friendly, and he didn't put me down. I didn't, say anything untoward, but he could probably tell that I liked him. I don't know if he knew to what degree I liked him, but he could probably tell I liked him, and he was real nice to me. And I just couldn't help it because he was so nice looking.
Nah, I understand. I had crushes like that myself, just not
on
Men.
guys.
No,
oh.
not on men. Not on men.
Oh,
Usually
wow.
on older women. I was much more the older women guy myself, like the best friend's mom sort of thing.
There you go.
All right. So tell me about your biggest mistake in a relationship. Not to date, but let's say your first biggest mistake growing up gay.
I got into a relationship one time with someone who, I shouldn't have done this. It happened real slowly. The first year we were together, it was great. And then all of a sudden it narrows down to, if you get with someone and they're not happy with you the way you are, but they want to mold you into someone they want you to be, That was such a tragedy, and I should have never let that go on, but I kept trying to make it work because I thought it was worth it, and I should have realized that that person was trying to make me into someone that they imagined me to be, not accepting me as the way I am, like Rick does. Rick accepts me the way I am.
Rick is Mike's current partner, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, we've been together over 12 years.
I call Rick Mom, for those of you who also don't know. That's okay. I understand that. I would venture to say a lot of us have been in that relationship where someone's trying to mold us into the person we don't want to be. Okay, so for my next question, have you ever been with a woman?
No, not ever.
Not ever. Wow.
I love women, but I don't want to have sex with them.
Well, very blunt. Thank
I
you.
love nude men, I love nude women, but I don't want to have sex with women. I
Okay.
love them.
A man who loves women, a man after my own heart, sort of.
Yeah, the stereotype in movies of, I met one gay man who I honestly believe he hated women. But that's it. The stereotype you see in a lot of movies and books and stuff of gay men hating women, it's a stereotype. I've even faced it at work. There have been people that have assumed at work because I'm gay, I don't like or I barely tolerate women. That's a myth that needs to be squashed, because I've only ran into that really one classic case once.
Okay. All right, for my next question, and this one might be kind of offbeat.
For me.
Yeah, exactly. Some sitcoms over the years have portrayed gay people in kind of a stereotypical light, like Will and Grace. Would you say that that set us back as far as perceptions of gay people in America, or would you say it's a good thing that it actually brought gay people to the front of America's minds?
I would say it's a good thing. I don't particularly care for Hollywood's version of what it is to be gay, but it still is a positive thing, and we're seeing more and more gay people on TV that are starting to be a little more realistic. We have yet to come to the place, and it will happen, I'm not worried about it, it will happen to where there'll just be a bear or be a very masculine male on TV and he'll be gay. It's not really quite there yet, but they're getting there, and they will get there.
Yeah, you kind of have to go to cable shows for that these days, I think, not mainstream network shows.
There's still, like, Hollywood's version of what it is to be gay generally is like Tu Wong Fu or, Will and Grace. It's not The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, which is Australian, and it is more accurate.
Okay. Movie recommendation, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
It's coming out on Blu-ray, like in a couple weeks. I want it. Send it to me.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up here. So let's just ask Mike a few personal questions. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time
Yes.
is George Lucas's, I know you're going to expect me to say Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, but it's not. It's American Graffiti. My second favorite film is Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Favorite album, all time?
Favorite all-time album is probably Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Chipmunks.
The Beatles?
The Beatles.
Thank
Sorry.
Favorite heavy metal artist?
Does Pantera count?
Pantera counts?
Okay, they're heavy metal, aren't they?
They're a heavy metal artist.
Black Sabbath, Pantera. I probably like Pantera better.
Least favorite person in Hollywood right now?
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. I think that says it all, ladies and gentlemen. Russell Crowe, fuck you. Have a nice night, ladies and gentlemen. Signing off now. My Papi, we're here, we're queer, get out of our way.
He's straight.